Yo! What is good, everyone? It's your boy Jay Diggy back with another podcast video, which is shocking because it has been a while because you guys have been seeing Last of Us Vics for a while. But this time, for this podcast video in particular, we will be discussing the top 5 favorite, not best, favorite Batman villains of all time in our personal opinion. And with me today, I have a very special guest star to help me out with this, Radin.
Hello, how are you? This is my voice, by the way, because some people follow me on Twitter and I don't know what it sounds like. That's it. Actually, it's a little younger than it really is, but let's begin.
Alright. So before we begin though, be sure to follow me on all the social medias, like Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. At this point, you guys already know, links all in the description. And be goddamn sure, be 100 goddamn sure. No, this is even more important than following me. Follow my boy Radin. Alright? Follow him on YouTube, follow him on Twitch, and more importantly, follow this man on Twitter. And also congratulations on the 700 plus, I believe, 700 plus followers on Twitter.
It's actually stuck on 0. Whenever it goes up, it goes down. But thanks.
Alright, well, I mean, by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure it'll increase.
Kinda.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah. Maybe even 800 by then. Who knows?
Yeah. No, because there's like some guys, like I follow this guy, shout out MD King, but when I followed him, he was like around like 50 or 100 subscribers, and now he's like close to 10k, bro. I was with him till the 6th game. He does a lot of One Piece content, but I know you don't watch One Piece, so like,
I'm not an anime person.
But that's what I'm letting you know. That's what I'm letting you know. That's why I said there's no point. But like, I mean, hey man, if you give him a follow, subscribe, it'll help him out. So it's
okay.
Good luck to that.
Yeah. I'll make sure.
All right, so. Right. So, let's actually. I'm not ending this out. I think this is good. But
this is.
All right. So, without further ado, though, let us begin. So, I'm going to let Reagan start off with his number 5. So, go ahead.
So my number 5 is. This may be a bit personal, but my number 5 is the Court of Owls from Court of Owls were introduced in 2011 in the beginning of the New 52. Scott Snyder invented them. Basically, what they are is a secret organization that have been ruling Gotham for 100 or even more years. And basically, what the story is that Batman investigates and understands that there have been this organization under his nose all this time, and how he deals with that. Have you read those? I know you have, probably.
Yeah, I read them. Yeah,
but the reason these guys made my list is that I watched an interview with Scott Snyder, the writer, and he basically said that his fear as I think he said something like this, that his fear was to go back to his hometown and everything's changed. Not go back, but things not being familiar anymore. And that's like the impact that I think the Court of Owls has, because in the New 52 they kind of retconned it. That's everything that Batman has gone through in 80 fucking sorry, in 80 years.
I'm getting that.
Okay, in 80 years has all happened in 5 years, and so this Batman's kind of young, but also he's been through stuff, and basically the one thing he trusts after all this time is his city. He's like, I know Gotham, and then he realizes that this organization has been controlling crime and corruption for like hundreds of years, and it, I think, allows for a really good transformation for Batman to basically examine what Gotham is. And the end of the story, and I think a thing that keeps being brought up is what's Gotham? Is it like villains like Joker and Two-Face and stuff, or is it like Batman, or is it the Court of Owls? And at the end, the answer is Gotham is Gotham. You know, and it's a great story. I think it's my second favorite Batman story ever. So, you know, you want to go ahead with yours?
Yeah.
Want to say
I
something
just want to say a little note. For the Court of Owls, I completely forgot about them for my top 5. I share completely. That completely slipped my mind for my top 5. But I mean, it's okay. I'm not gonna change.
I keep thinking about that. It's like I was beginning to get into comics, and I got this one. And I was like, oh, what's this thing? And I got it, and I basically got into Batman from then. I obviously had seen the shows and you know,
Yeah.
and stuff. But the comics, this was like my first one. And one more thing is that the visual design of these the Court Walls is really interesting. I think is basically they have white owl masks, and they're like these high society guys. And somewhere in the story, they poison Batman, and basically he loses his mind and imagines them and like owl creatures, which they aren't. And it's really cool. Greg Capullo does the art, and I think he's like my favorite Batman artist, probably second favorite after Jim Lee. But and also they have basically these immortal assassins called Talons, and they're really cool. Which are basically, and they connect to Dick Grayson, which is they brought trapeze artists from the Haley Circus, and basically one of them was Dick Grayson's, I think, great grandfather, and that's also a really interesting retcon. I don't exactly like it, but I don't mind it either. It's interesting.
Yo,
yeah,
the
amount
of retcon I'm probably gonna do in the DCU remake is gonna be kind of wide, because there's gonna be some things I'll forget that were already done.
You know what you should have done?
What?
You should have said that these Batman movies reference the Court of Owls, because one thing in this story is like Court of Owls is this secret organization that people think of as an urban myth or something like that. But in no comic before it, they talked about it. But I guess it's a reboot of DC, so it's.
I mean, yeah.
It has to be mentioned beforehand if they're making movies.
Yeah, because like just let it going off topic, but like the whole purpose of the DC remake is not to tell you like comic by comic this is what it should be. It's just more about like taking the stories and reimagining it into like a entire thing that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
Look at like something like say Civil War or Age of Ultron. They're not like the comics, but they basically take the idea and.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, not Age of Ultron, because.
I would say like
story.
Thor's Ragnarok.
War, yeah.
I didn't Thor's Ragnarok a good one.
I don't read Thor, so I don't know. I've only watched.
Because like I might be wrong.
I slept through.
You slept through Ragnarok?
No, I slept through 1 and 2, and Ragnarok was entertaining, but that's it.
I mean, Thor 1 and 2 was
movies are so boring.
Yeah, I got distracted.
2 even more. Yeah, but basically that's the thing. Yeah, I would like to see. But they kind of did that in Batman v Superman. It's like, okay, so we've got for the second movie, The Dark Knight Returns, and not Batman v Superman, and let's set up Justice League and Death of Superman there at the end.
Yeah, but the big issue is too much stuff, and
like,
also
and they like mashed all these stories together, and they just take it, and I have problems with that movie, but that could be some podcast.
Yeah, we'll get to that, because that's a big.
You know, I hated that.
Oh yeah, I know.
I hate that movie, and it's like I know people have strong opinions over them. Let's not get doesn't say much, but people have strong opinions, and I know some people would get mad. Oh, how dare you not like it? But that's just my opinion, and opinion was something that's personal, and people can have different ones. Anyways,
Alright, let's move
You
on.
wanna
Let's
move
move
on
on.
with your-
Yeah. Alright, so my number 5 is Penguin.
oh,
So
good choice. Good choice.
the reason why I had Penguin as number 5 is, well, one, you already know his whole backstory, his whole origin, how, he was,
Mhm.
I don't know, what's the term? What's the term
Well,
without being offensive?
there are different versions.
I know, but like, but
Yeah.
generally, he pretty much had a deformed, there we go, he pretty much had a deformed body, and then like, and he was bullied, messed around, that whole situation, a sad backstory, and then eventually, became Penguin, blah blah blah. But the main thing why I like Penguin a lot is because you understand where he comes from, but the big thing is his brutality. His brutality is absolutely absurdly wild. Because some of the things he does, I still remember this one. I forgot what the comic was, but it was like,
I think I read that where he basically takes out competition.
yeah.
The one? Yeah, I know.
Dude, because I'm not trying to give like a summary on Penguin overall. I'm just trying to give an explanation of why I like him a lot. But it's the combination of those two, really, that work together really well.
Yeah, and my favorite version for Penguin is basically a standard crime boss, like almost like a Kingpin or games. Yeah, like Tim Burton was basically, when he was making Batman Returns, he was like, okay, Penguin, got it. He was a child that ate the cat, and then his parents threw him in the sewers, and penguins in the sewers raised him, and he somehow
I remember that, yeah.
And what was that? I don't know.
I don't know what that was, Dick.
For what I know, the studio was like, okay, Penguin is like the second best Batman villain, like the second most popular, so you gotta use him. And Tim Burton didn't care for Penguin, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make Elephant Man or whatever that was.
I mean, I guess that explains a lot for that movie, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't like that movie. How many times I watched it? I know people love it, and I understand. It looks really cool. It looks beautiful visually. That's like the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
That's basically all I have to say. And some good Penguin adaptations. Just basically idea I had to basically say my favorite versions of those characters that we're mentioning. One I really like is the animated series. It's kind of like between the two, the crime boss-esque and basically what it was in Batman Returns.
Right.
In the Arkham City.
Yeah, don't tell me that, because I don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying he's great in those. You basically gone through the Penguin section, I think, mostly.
Yeah, but I didn't get to the end point. But like, I could already tell his brutality.
Yeah, and he's voiced by Nolan North, who voices Desmond Miles and Nathan Drake.
Yeah, dude.
He's like a. Oh my god,
the cursing,
I really try. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
That man is like a legend. I don't know how he does it. It's great.
Yeah, he is. Alright, so let's move on to number 4.
Okay, my number.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Should I go number 4?
You're gonna cut this right away.
Yeah. No. It's fine. I'll go number 4 first, and then you go number 4, and then you go 3, and then I go 3, and then that's how we go.
Oh, that's a strange order, but
I know.
Okay, right. Go ahead with your
my
4.
number 4, which might shock you, because I know you love this guy a lot, Mr. Freeze.
That was my number 4.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. God, there we go. That's perfect. But
yeah, that's Yeah, I love him.
The
Okay,
main
go
reason
ahead.
why I like Mr. Freeze is because he's a sympathetic villain, and he's not really a villain. Like the reason why he's different from the other bad guys that Batman fights is because his reason of fighting is for his wife, right? So
Yeah.
like
Nora.
yeah. So like all the shit he does, all the I'm just thinking of the Flash TV show from the CW. Oh my god.
Yeah, DC basically forgot they already had a Nora.
Oh shit. Oh, but
or did they? I don't know if they invented Flash's mom until like the 2000s.
I don't even know, dude.
So it's,
I already
yeah,
know.
I don't know.
But like with Mr. Freeze, like it's so good because like you understand that like he had a bad life, which eventually became a good life with Noah, which eventually became a shitty life, and then like it's like you feel sorry for this man. That's the way it is.
And also, how do you feel about mixing our number fours? Because I generally have the same things.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
But I want to add a little.
I got.
Basically, Mr. Freeze, basically, before what we know he is, he was called Mr. Zero, and he later changed his name, but not his personality.
I know, that's so hilarious.
He was basically a crook who was inventing an ice gun, and then it dropped on him, and he was basically what you see in Batman and Robin the movie. He was basically like that in the comics.
Also, I think I don't know if this was in the comic or this was in the anime series. I kind of forgot. It might have been both because I think the writer who wrote I think the episode was Heart on Ice or Ice on Heart.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Yeah, but I just want to say that like. Wait, you want to take it or go? I'll let you take it.
I want to take it.
Yeah, take it.
So basically, he was like a joke that nobody cared about. So now the way we think about like Condiment King, it's like Mr. Freeze was like that. And then Paul Dini, who was basically a co-creator of Batman the Animated Series, basically took this guy and reinvented him and added his backstory with Nora and all this stuff, and that episode is great, and it really shows how good the animated series is.
Yeah,
and like Batman is my favorite Batman anything director, writer. Yeah, it's like an interesting story you've got there. That you think this guy is the villain, and then you realize no, it's the dude in the business suit basically who wronged him, and he's doing this for his wife.
All that debt for no reason.
Great.
All that debt for no reason.
Wait, you cut off. Oh yeah, I think I got you back. All that
can you hear me now?
Reason. Yeah, now.
Oh, okay.
Or is it just a long silence? I think you caught us.
I don't know, but I said all that debt that he had to pay. That bullshit debt situation.
Well, just smart.
Well, the cook took that shit the hard way though. Poor man got frozen. What happens when you mess with them?
Yeah.
And his wife, specifically.
Okay, number 3. Basically, my number 3 is Two-Face. I know you like Two-Face because you feature him permanently in your DCU videos.
Oh yeah.
He's I think the main villain of 3 of your movies.
Oh yeah.
Dark Victory, and then what's this? The Robin movie.
Yeah. But
I
mean, he's good though. He's so good.
Yeah, he do be really good. Yeah, so basically, the reason I love Two-Face is, first of all, I'm a really visual guy. A thing about someone that's like half a good man, half a man, and half like looks like a monster is a really good, interesting visual design for me. And then and then the second reason I like him is that he was basically Batman's partner, and he was a good guy, and it and who basically went through basically became mad after his face got scarred. Obviously, that got updated, and he was in one of my favorite versions was in the animated series where he already had the second personality.
Yeah, it was
but
like
then
Schizophrenia, I believe. Schizophrenia, I believe.
yeah, basically, he had a big bat harv. They called him in the episode, and
Big bag.
and that's like he after the scarring it got unleashed basically, and that's the way I imagine Two-Face to be. He was a good guy who's had a dark side, and then the dark side came out when he basically got scarred. And obviously there are different origins for him. There's one in the Long Halloween. That's my favorite Batman comic, so I like that. Yeah, and I don't know what to add anymore. He was in Dark Knight 2, and the only problem I probably have with that movie is they wasted Two-Face. He was Harvey Dent for most of it, and then he became Two-Face, and Batman killed him, or not killed him, but like
unintentionally.
Yeah, unintentionally. But if it was me, I would have saved Two-Face for the third movie instead of like Bane.
I mean, Bane. We'll get to that guy later. But
I didn't include Bane. I don't care. I think like Bane had one good comic in Nightfall, and then he wasn't good anymore. That's like in my opinion. Although I haven't read the recent stuff, but go ahead.
But my number 3 is Bane. Yeah. But the thing is that most of I think Bane got like, if you see like a lot of the shows, Bane is just this big muscle-headed brute. And,
he's like Batman and Robin.
Yeah, but no, he's not.
That movie's an enigma. He's like, I don't know what they were thinking releasing this product and thinking people would like it. I mean, really good. Like, you have to believe in your product, in your piece when you're making
Did they even make profit off of that movie? I don't know, because like, if they did make profit off
horribly, because it's like it was supposed to be a toy commercial basically, and the late Joel Schumacher, I know he would have made a good Batman movie if the studio didn't mess with him. That's just how Warner Brothers is.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know what point you're trying to make, but go ahead.
Yeah,
you say.
So for Bane, the reason why I like Bane a lot is because, unlike those where he's just this big muscle brute, he's actually introduced as a very, very intelligent guy, very intelligent, smart. Yeah. Working out. I mean, the whole shit where he dopes himself. I mean, that we'll get to that later. But
yeah, like he's smart, but he's like on drugs. So
right, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. He was so smart that he was able to figure out Batman's identity.
Yeah, and like he basically did the hush thing of organizing Batman's villains, because he knew, like, basically he basically knew Batman would beat him in his peak, so he basically let all of the villains in Arkham out, and that was basically the Nightfall story. And when he was exhausted, he basically attacked him in the Batcave and broke his back.
Right.
And that's like shows he's not like just strong; he's like smart and to get advantage of.
Exactly. But also, there's also this whole thing. If I don't know if this is, I don't remember if this is true. I might have seen it somewhere, but I did. There was like a time where he didn't dope himself. Like, he just did not take drugs for a while, and he was still a threat to Batman. But eventually he came back on it though.
I don't think I read a lot of stuff with Bane, but and like let's talk adaptations again. Bane in like some cartoons, like I don't know, the Batman or Batman the animated series even, which is like really well known. He's like less than BTAS, but he's basically, as you said, like the brute, the physical challenge.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight Rises, Tom Hardy was close,
Yeah.
but at the end it was revealed that he wasn't the planner and was Talia all
That
along. which
that
ruined
was
him.
that was like.
Yeah, they were. It was like the guy in Rogue One. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I haven't seen any of the Star Wars movies, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. But it's like there's a meme. It's like we're on the verge of greatness. We're this close. It's like we're this close to a perfect Bane. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's
like,
the reason why I like it.
I don't hate the voice either. It's like, oh, so you came back to die with your city? I forgot I did that. Also, this is a nitpick, but can I say how bad that comeback is? He's like, so you came back to die with your city? And Batman's like, no, I came back to stop you. What kind of comeback is that? Like, Jesus Christ, Batman. Like, the writers wrote that and were like, okay, we'll think of something better next later. And they just forgot to change it. And just kept that. And I think my voice is like, I lost my voice. I did that.
I mean, I'm supposed to go for number 2 anyways, right? So let me take number 2. So,
okay, sure.
Number 2 for me is Two-Face. Now, you already said a lot for Two-Face, so I don't really know what to say, but like everything you pretty much said is pretty much exactly the reasons why I like Two-Face. But the one thing I want to add though is that emphasize is that the way Two-Face is kind of like one of Batman's failures. Like Batman had like without question, like Batman had so many multiple failures. Like Jason Todd, for example.
Parents, Jason Todd, like Barbara got shot.
Yeah, exactly. But Two-Face is also one. We will not get to that part, by the way. We will not get to that part. I'd rather not get to.
You know what I was gonna say, but let's just not talk about it.
Yeah, go.
Let's just not talk about it.
Yeah, but again, you already said everything related to Two-Face, so like I don't really have anything else to say for him. But yeah, so go for your number 2, and then go for your number 1.
Okay, my number 2 is the Joker.
Oh, not the number 1. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So like, I think Joker is the best one, but not my favorite. That's like, the thing. So Joker, there's a lot to say about him.
There's a lot. Oh, a lot.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about the Joker, and a lot of this was added after The Killing Joke, was that basically he was in The Killing Joke, which is basically confirmed to be canon after 3 Jokers. That backstory is confirmed. So like, it's not up to interpretation anymore. It was there. It's confirmed unless they retcon it.
I didn't read the 3 Jokers. So like, but
yeah, that's the whole thing. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Actually, that does some really interesting psychology thing on Joker. It's like, actually, yeah, let's get into that. There are basically like 3 Jokers, and it's a metaphor for 3 eras of Joker. This is like the criminal, which is like the Golden Age Joker, the clown, the Silver Joker, and the comedian, the new Joker, basically the Killing Joke Joker. And like, that's a neat like history of Joker tribute. But yeah, let's go back on track. So his thing was, he was this down on his luck comedian, and basically he got into with the wrong crowd, and he got into an accident in the Ace Chemicals, and basically got his face bleached and had a bad day and became a criminal, or like a psychopath. which is an understatement. But wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You're good.
Yeah, I think the long silence is
Go. I'll just let you
yeah,
talk.
cut that. Yeah, it seems strange for a second. Yeah, so basically, he went insane, and doing what the Joker has been doing is that he sees Batman as his basically soulmate. He realizes, like, the moment he saw Batman, that he's basically like him, and he had a bad day. And he basically wants to prove that the people, and Batman most of all, they're like him. That's like the ultimate psychology between Joker. And the reason I'm so against Batman killing is this conflict on its own, where basically Joker just keeps like throwing stuff at Batman. He kills Jason Todd, and he shoots Barbara, and basically kills a lot of people, and he wants to push Batman to kill him to prove that they're basically the same. And Batman doesn't do that because he doesn't want to become like him by killing him. And that's the conflict of a good Batman story. And like in the movies, he shoots people with machine guns. Now that's something you don't have. That's basically my point of view on it. Yeah.
I'll get you Joker later on my side.
Yeah, it's number one. You can go ahead.
No, it's your number one.
Because
Joker
has. Because you're right. Because Joker has so many things about him that we can do a whole podcast going into his like.
I know.
Yeah, but my number one is the Riddler.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so basically, the reason I like the Riddler is I don't like the Jim Carrey style Riddler, but it's like basically a goofball. It's like
it's great actor though.
Yeah,
Great actor.
Dude, I love Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Just watching them because they're so entertaining.
That's so entertaining. That's like with me with the last Airbender though. Like straight up.
Wait, you mean the movie though?
Yeah.
The show's goddamn good. Yeah, the show's really good.
Yeah. The show is really good, but like the live action though, laughable.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I'm sure it is.
Yeah, laughable, man.
Yeah, so basically the reason I like him, there are a lot of reasons, but to me, Batman's most interesting stories, not most interesting, but some of the most interesting stories are the ones that focus on his basically detective side. Because I know this is going to be in the new Matt Reeves' The Batman movie, which I'm super excited for, which is basically detective story, which uses Batman's mind most of all. And the Riddler himself basically wants to prove that he's smarter than Gotham and Batman himself, so he keeps trying out more and more dangerous stuff. And there are different takes on him, but that's the canonical one to me. And the reason it's interesting is he lets his obsession with proving his superiority devour his whole life to the point of criminality, which is kind of like Batman's obsession is being Batman, basically. And what's the difference? And the difference between Batman and his villains is that they let their obsessions take over them, but Batman walks the abyss and doesn't fall. That's
Right.
Great
That's a big thing, especially
really
like in the Arkham Asylum whole situation.
Yeah. I have my problems with that book because it's really disturbing, even from my standards. Yeah, I can't read that book in one go. Not because it's bad, but it's just not my cup of tea, basically.
The art
I much prefer the game.
The art is
the art is like, dude, what am I looking at?
I mean, it's interesting.
It's
interesting.
It's really different. It's like, you know the writer Grant Morrison, who's like basically
Oh,
really
yeah.
famous now.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
so basically at the time he wanted Joker to be dressed in a dress, I think, and he wasn't Grant Morrison at the time. You know, he wasn't as famous, so DC didn't let him do that. It's like it would have been so bizarre.
Yeah, what? Yo, Joker in a dress, man. I mean, like,
Oh my
I feel like Joker would do that if he's trying to do some kind of like trick or criminal act or some shit like that. But like,
Yeah, like, yeah, that story is really disturbing and twisted. I don't know. I much prefer the game Arkham Asylum. I know they're different, completely different.
oh yeah,
stories.
they
A
are.
loose adaptation. Yeah, but there. Yeah, that's the thing. He's basically is the obsession between Batman and his villains, and it's a thing that that's the reason Batman's villains are the most interesting between all the rogues galleries. Like Spider-Man is the closest, but they don't have that dynamic. Yeah, so you wanna go ahead with your number one?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you guys already know my number one. It's the Joker, obviously, but like just to add on with the whole, so you already said everything for Joker because there's so much to say about Joker. This dude is absolutely insane. I mean, like, first, the thing is that this man, he's such a perfect villain for Batman because they're pretty much two sides of the same coin. So like Reagan said, where Joker knows that they're pretty much alike. They came from like similar situations. They pretty much have like all the bad shit.
Day, basically.
Yeah, like they came from the same stuff, same background in a sense, but they just have different ideologies.
Yeah, and like, basically, Batman decided to fight, basically evil, and Joker decided to embrace it, basically after their bad days.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah, it's such a powerful dynamic, and like Batman doesn't kill him. I already said that.
Dude, even like in the Hush comic, where he just like Reggie, he was like, I'm gonna kill you, Joker, and then Goro's like, nah, your Batman, stop, man, go make me do this, nah. But it's so like, crazy because like, the reason why Batman doesn't kill is because like he doesn't want to become him because I think he said in the Jason Under the Red Hood, I believe, I don't remember which one, but like he said it's too goddamn easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
And it's like Batman doesn't make the easy choice, basically.
Yeah, and even going back to the Arkham Asylum, the comic one, Joker and all the others, they say Batman belongs there. He does belong in Arkham Asylum. He definitely does. But the whole point of him not killing is what keeps him kind of not there. But he does belong there, technically, give or take. But there's so many things, like, again, I'm just adding on here and there, but, like, there's so many things with Joker, like...
Yeah, it's like, that's the main thing. Also, I was reading some Joker stuff, and I hadn't read Death in the Family before. I knew what it was about, but I read a while ago. And he became the ambassador? What?
Joker got some connections, dude. Like, Joker got some connections.
Like that's like some extreme 90s comic stuff.
Dude. Oh my god. That's so insane. Oh god, Joker ambassador. But even like in the Dark Knight Returns. Not the movie.
The most overrated comic story of all time. You mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's alright, but people like talk about it like it's the second coming of Jesus. But
yo, what the hell does even Jesus come into this? But I don't know. The main thing is that like it also shows that in the end, when Joker kills himself and blah blah, whatever it is. He tries so hard for Batman to kill him.
Yeah. And the movie does that really well too. I'm not sure if that's exact line is in the comic, but it's like, and Batman's about to finally kill him, and it's like, all the people I've murdered by letting you live, basically all the people that you've killed would have been avoided because if I had killed you. And it's like, I never kept count, Joker says, and Batman says, I did.
Oh yeah, then he says,
after that, I love you for it. And that I
dude,
don't
that
like
right there was
Batman
fire.
Joker being a love story, but it kind of is. And basically, after that, he refuses to finish him off after snapping his neck halfway.
Yeah.
And then he just. That's the best part of the book.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
I mean, the Superman fight is good. But,
Yeah. But Joker's very alright. But yeah, that's everything I gotta say about Joker. So we actually reached to the end of the stream. So, Ray, you got any final thoughts? Anything you want to say overall?
Batman doesn't kill. Have a nice day.
Alright, so I'll just go on then. So this is where we would like to end this entire video off. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast video. And for those of you who sat through this entire, I don't know how long it's gonna be, like 45 minutes, give or take. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Means a lot.
Yeah.
Means a lot. Now be sure though. Be sure before you head out. Hit that like button. Share this to everyone who you know. Be sure to comment down below on what's your top 5 favorite Batman villains. And be goddamn sure to follow Reagan on all his social medias. All of them will be in the description below. So definitely do be sure to follow him on all the social
really
medias. And be sure, of course, to subscribe to yours truly. Yeah, all that good shit.
You forgot to put that at the end.
I mean, you gotta remind, right? You gotta remind people. Subscribe for more future content, all that good stuff. But yeah, man, honestly, it's been mad fun though. I had a good time.
It's been really good. Yeah,
I had a good time. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So, any final words you want to say, Ray, before I end it off for realsies?
I already did, but
yeah, go ahead though.
Okay, bye. That's all.
Alright.
But
So,
actually, yeah, really, it's been great to be here to do this podcast. I'd love to do more if you want.
oh yeah, we will for sure in the future.
Yeah.
I hit you up. But yes.
Yeah. See you next time.
Yeah. So, peace, guys. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and stay frosty, guys. Stay frosty.